This video is very kindly sponsored by DistroKid. I'll be talking about them more later in the video. Hello, welcome to this video. My name's Dan, aka Lucen. I'm a music producer and songwriter, and today I'm going to be reacting to After School, the EP by Melanie Martinez. Let's go. Cool. So you guys have been asking for this one for a very long time, but I've had to go through my Melanie journey in order. If you haven't checked them out, I've done reactions to both the music and the videos for Crybaby and K12. Thank you so much for your support on these videos. Honestly, the response has been madness. Out of my top 5 videos of all time, those 4 videos are there. Yeah, so I just looked and it looks as if there's one music video for this EP. I'll record it maybe over the weekend or something. I have it up for you on Tuesday. Yeah, so make sure to come back to the channel on Tuesday night, 9 PM UK time, I'd imagine. Yeah, and I'll react to the full music video for The Bakery. I'm excited actually because a lot of people have said that this is Melanie's, her best songs are on this EP. And I've loved discovering her as an artist. She's such a unique, cool, different artist with such a vision. But before we get started, if you haven't already, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. This month I'm going to be going through my favourite songs of the year and my favourite albums of the year. So yeah, make sure to subscribe for all that good content. So this video is sponsored by DistroKid. They're sponsoring me all month, and in this video I'm going to talk about Artists for Change. Through DistroKid you will be able to donate a portion of your earnings from your streaming to a charitable organisation or cause using DistroKid's built-in splits feature that you already use to split your earnings with your collaborators. All you have to do is choose a charity and what percentage of your earnings you want to donate for each of your songs, and it's as easy as that. At the moment there are a number of organisations you can choose, including Miracle Messages, Vouchers for Veggies, Asian Americans Advancing Justice, Ground Up Music Foundation, the NAACP Legal Defence Fund. So that's kind of an amazing thing. If you're an artist and you want an easy way to give back to these charities, you can set it up super easily through DistroKid. If you haven't already signed up for DistroKid and you fancy it, you can do so through my VIP link, which will be coming up on the screen as well, and it's in the description, and you can get 7% off your first year. So yeah, cool. Right, okay, let's go on to the video. Song number 1, this is Notebook. Oh, more brilliant sound effects from her.
Write this down, baby.
Yes.
Always think your ass is always right, and you
So she's taking down someone. I wonder who she's talking about.
but how to keep a girl like you.
High school sweethearts kind of message, right? I love the rhythm of it. I love the fact that she makes rhythms from such interesting sounds.
Write this shit in your notebook, baby.
Yes!
Love letters to me.
Oh my god, so good. Write this shit down in your notebook, since you never actually wrote any love letters to me. This is how to treat someone like me.
Touch your computer much more than you have ever touched me.
Oh god. Wow, she's going in hard on this guy.
I sacrifice blood for you. I sacrifice blood.
Detention. It's got a similar, pace to Detention. It would fit in with the K12 songs quite well, I think.
For someone who isn't me.
Yeah, okay, so she's dumping him. That's the thing I love about Melanie, is just her rhythmic drum patterns are so sick. The way in which she uses such cool sounds in order to create this really effective and really groovy percussion loops that have so much groove and movement to them. It's really, really, really fab, and I love how it then fits into the story of the song as well. It's the kind of music production that is just my absolute favourite. I love that kind of turn of phrase as well. The message of the song being, this is a song called Notebook, which fits in with the school theme, but mostly is about just saying, if you can't get this stuff right with me when we're in a relationship, if you can't treat me right, if you can't, have sex with me occasionally, if you touch your computer more than you touch me, then maybe you need to actually write this stuff down to get it into your thick skull. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's really sassy and really savage. And I love it, actually. Let's go on to the next song. This is song number 2. This is Test Me. Ooh. Sounds like a rolling coin or something. Cool, such a unique sound, really textural. I love it. And it's used to kind of create this sway. It sounds like the coin is going like this,
I'll be the jester.
Ooh.
Stop complaining all through I'm mortal.
Ooh.
Affected by this form.
I'm mortal, defected by this form.
Resting their heads upon pillows. All
Cool. I'd rather be tested on what I've learned.
Drop your books when I walk in. I make the most before the coffin.
Ooh. I'll make the most before the coffin. Something about making the most of her life, I think.
It's the quiet, the downtime to breathe in my
Oh, so good. Oh, I love those backing vocals.
cause I'm mortal.
Very cool. The sounds are really pushing it even further, aren't they, I think?
Deflected by this form. And
What about mortality? Maybe it's like trying to make the most of her life while she's here. Whoa. That sounds like the girl, doesn't it? The other girl, her friend. Oh, very cool. I love that. The sound of the rocking coin, or like it sounded like a coin or something metallic. It was like metallic on stone. That was the sound, wasn't it? It's such a kind of like unique and very textural kind of sound. I love, like, it's almost like ASMR. It's almost like binaural music, you know, where it like it's all about the texture of and it being right so close in your ear that it gives you this almost like a physical reaction to it, you know. It's such good music production. Like really inspiring music production as well. I love all that kind of music production that really is so creative. It just like fires off so many thoughts in my head as a creator as well, you know. Let's have a little look at the lyrics, because I wasn't 100% sure where it was going with it. It seemed to be like to do with like her mortality. So I'd rather be tested by goddesses resting their heads upon pillows of all they have learned. Magic talks without talking. I'll make the most before the coffin. So maybe it's her like attitude to art. Maybe it's her attitude to what she wants to do in life, which is be creative and be judged not by some immortal being, but by her peers, what they've learned. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's about knowledge rather than just like presumed importance. Cool. It's very interesting, huh? It's a very unique song from her, actually. It's quite non-literal. Let's go on to the next one. This is song number 3. This is Brain and Heart. I love her rhythms. Every time I love her rhythms.
help me when I'm at a loss for words. Please in the temporal.
Criticizing her brain, I guess.
Brainstem meals temperature.
I really like the vibe of this one.
Consciousness.
Kind of quiet, isn't it?
When did humans start to separate brain and heart?
Oh, I love that.
Only a shell remains.
Really her point of view, her, on like emotion and its importance, you know? I love this, actually.
Trust like mine.
This is one of her best rhythms, I think.
Fervency in my arteries, passion blooming through my bones.
Yeah, oh, I love that. Passion blooming through my bones. Ooh. It feels like she's really telling us her perspective on the world in this EP.
They couldn't stay alive alone. Flip it around the other way.
Yeah, you couldn't, it's not realistic. I like that, yeah.
What fun is it to be so calculated?
I love that she's really like pushing the importance of emotional intelligence, you know, when people tend to put so much importance on intellect, you know. I love that. Oh, God, that drum pattern is so good. It's kind of melancholy, but really has such a groove to it, you know, kind of quiet and bold at the same time. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, that one really got me, huh? You know, why would we separate our brain and our heart? In doing that, we are kind of ignoring what it is to be human. We need to put more importance on emotional intelligence, you know? And that's something that I really resonate with. I think that when I was growing up, there was like, from the schooling system, there was so much pressure to be academically great. I think I ended up following paths that weren't actually kind of the best paths for me, and actually delayed my inevitable creative future. The pressure to do well in like academics led me to doing mathematics at university, which I passed, just saying. But I spent the whole time in the drama society and doing a cappella groups. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I really get what she's saying. And I think that like, especially in the context of this whole school thing with K-12, I think that, you know, that you could easily kind of read it as a, you know, we need to support creativity and the creative arts more in schools. Brainstem, yours temperature, rise now, sweating drops down my silky flesh. She's talking about how the kind of physical reactions of what happens when you're emotional. She's like outlining here how the brain and the heart are intrinsic. You know, when did humans start to separate brain and heart as if they could stay alive alone? If you go too far in one direction, just being calculated isn't fun. But then it's also not fun to be taken advantage of because you're so emotional. Like, you need the balance of the two in order to actually exist and actually lead a fulfilling life. That's actually so cool. I've never heard anybody talk about that in music, like the balance of brain and heart. Help me when I'm too detached and cold. Give me vitality, identity to trust, love more. Blood to the water. Now they can fuel us alone. I love the message of that and the poetry of it. It's fabulous how she's like linking these different ideas of the physical form to emotion. It's a genius. It's amazing. Oh, that's one of the best songs I've heard from her, I think, especially like lyrically, but then the beat of it and everything's great as well. Oh, I'm adding that one to my current vibes playlist. If you haven't seen, I actually have a playlist going called Listen to Current Vibes. It's basically all the songs that are really inspiring me at the moment and everything I'm listening to. So if you wanted to listen along to what I'm listening to, then you can click on the link in the description and you can follow the playlist and keep up to date because I change it all the time. Let's go on to the song number 4. This is Numbers. Ooh. Typing.
Count up your portion.
Cool.
Coming in my neck. I'm not inspired by your flash practice.
It's about money.
Making a big deal out of a little thing. Wasting all my instincts like there's something more magical.
Yes. It's about following your own path, I think. Oof. Oh my god, yes. Tempo change. Whew. So it slowly got back to the original tempo. That's so good. Maybe this is a societal criticism, like pushing people past their limits to make more money out of them, maybe. Maybe she's coming up against it again, like the industry. I love the tempo changing. Yeah, okay. They don't want to prioritize their creation. So maybe she's coming up against like the part of the industry that is all about money and she's trying to fight against it. She's like, I've proved you wrong time and time again. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it and I'm going to find success every time. Ooh. Am I just a number? Huh. That's all you care about, yeah. Yeah, so she feels like she's used as a commodity in the industry. Wow. So it's a continuation of her, like, of that brain and heart thought, isn't it? Wow. Fabulous, huh? Like, I loved the tempo changes and the time signature changes in there. It really took it to such a cool place. And yeah, it gave it such a unique energy, yeah. And like, it seems as if like she feels as if she's being treated as just a number. Maybe she's talking to her label. Maybe she's talking to the music industry at large, kind of criticizing them, chasing numbers, chasing money, chasing profit and not prioritizing the art, which is what it's supposed to be about. And I think that she's rebelling against that idea that she should be treated as a commodity because she's like proving that by following her heart and her creative process, she has been incredibly successful. Actually, just chasing the numbers, maybe that isn't the real solution. Maybe they should give her freedom to do whatever she wants to do. Yeah, she's really fighting for that, you know, artists, isn't she? Yeah, this is really some of her best music. Really is. Like, I love the level of lyricism that is going into these songs. Yeah, really, really good. Okay, let's go on to song number 5. This is Glued. Glued. Oh, not sure I like the wetness. Huh. Commitment, maybe. Yeah. Trying to have a more positive outlook. Maybe it's about being clingy. I love the chords in this, actually. Whoa. Is it necessary to touch what is scary? sticky stuck. I love that.
Something to breathe new life in me again.
Yeah.
I'm f***ed up and clueless. Is it necessary to touch me scary?
Interesting, huh? I liked that kind of had a bit more of like a dream-like vibe to it. I loved the chorus. Like, I feel like the bass and the chords went somewhere a little bit unexpected, which was quite nice. And I love the overlay of the creepy, scary voice coming in. Very cool. Perfectly attached like a noodle in the soup. Except for noodles in the soup aren't attached to anything, they're floating. Is it necessary to touch when it's scary? I'm not sure what this is about, you know? Maybe it's about trying to move on and trying to accept herself as an adult and trying to grow up and trying to move on from old habits that she's kind of picked up along the way, you know? Maybe I need to move on from some of the darkness that I've been fascinated with for so long, which is very interesting. Maybe her future music's gonna let go of some of the creepy side of things and she's gonna go somewhere else. I don't know. Let me know what you think the meaning of that song is, because it's, not easy to read. Let's go on to the next song. This is song number 6. This is the penultimate song. This is Field Trip.
I'll drop another clue for you, peekaboo, now do you get it? Talking to a brick wall, give me headaches.
Love that.
Yell at me on your screen, you're not real, just like me.
Maybe it's about trolls, huh?
To go into the material.
Yeah.
I'm in 11 life path from Ethereal. Katarina in the womb for no.
Amazing. Oh my god, she's almost rapping here.
You get lit, let's get deep if not all.
Oh my god.
Happy riding solo.
Huh.
On a field trip.
Maybe she's like assessing the haters in a way. It does really feel like this whole EP is more like her perspective on the world. This is clear to see in this, isn't it?
You said Laditas feel more Latina than you miss.
Wow, it's maybe about like, identity as well, like what people are saying to her online.
Scorpio bitch with a sharp ass sting.
Me too. Not that I believe in any of that stuff. I love this. Is that her mum? I wonder what the significance of the field trip is. Maybe like a trip as in like a woo. Interesting. I like the rhythm of that one. I love the rapping sections, like so good. Like I didn't realise she could do that. Yeah, it just kind of had like a pace to it and it really builds up that tension with the rapping, and then the actual chorus is kind of smooth. I love the comparison of those things, you know. Yeah, nicely made, nicely arranged, nicely written. What was she trying to say with that? I think, like, I don't know, I got hints of it maybe being about attitude towards, like, what trolls are saying to her, you know, online. Like, kind of saying, you know, you're not real, I'm not real. Because talking to a brick wall gives me headaches is great. Spread my legs and do the splits. It's like almost like she's performing for the masses. She's doing her thing, she's doing her art. And while she's doing so, people are talking behind her back and spreading negative rumours about her maybe. Yell at me on your screen what people are saying online and stuff. We were never our bodies. We're just dust, energy, hot like melting icy cream. It's so like fascinating the way that she is kind of talking about like what's real and what's not. I'm the definition of dichotomy, duality. Katrina in the womb for 9 months till she birthed me. I'll be riding solo on my field trip. So yeah, maybe it's about like her attitude towards life and its meaning and wanting to get deep, maybe not finding people who will take it as deep with her, getting lost in all the kind of shallow bullshit, and how she feels like everyone is obsessed with all the shallow bullshit, like all the drama online and all that kind of stuff, whereas she just wants to go deep and create and think about things in a greater way. And what's the Spanish stuff? I don't know what that means. Maybe she feels like she's being criticised for not being Latina enough. But then she's saying, you're always saying you're woke, but it's just an aesthetic. It's just surface level. It's not real. She's talking about depth. She wants depth. She's really like just kind of following like a lyrical rabbit hole and just going and going. Feels very unedited, almost like a rant in a way. I really like that kind of energy that she's brought to this song. It's something that she's never really done on her other stuff. She says at the end, I'll be riding solo on my field trip. Like if the field trip is her life, the way she wants to do it, she's fine doing it on her own. If she can't find people on her level, then so be it, you know? So much to dig into. Let me know what your interpretation of the song is. All of these songs are so cool. Like lyrically have so many levels to them. I can't wait to like really like listen to them loads and get like really figure them out. Before we go on to the final song, if you're new here, then make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video if you like it too, because it helps it in the algorithm. Yeah, make sure to stick around because this Tuesday I will be reacting to the Bakery music video, so you can see my reaction to all the music videos. And yeah, I'll be doing that on Tuesday, so keep an eye on the channel for that. But for now, we're going to listen to the audio of the Bakery, so let's go. Right, so this is the final song, song number 7. This is the Bakery. Ooh, groovy. What's that? Ooh, yeah. I love this groove. Kind of is like a bit funk, isn't it? My boss is Mother Mary. I love those harmonies. Very cool. Maybe it's kind of about like the going through the motions life, doing it on repeat, you know, something like that. It's like what's that? The Miley Cyrus song, the Ho Down Throw Down. I'm sorry. It ain't for me to roll it out, it's just for me to rise the dough. That's clever. That's about money. Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. This is like one of the coolest songs she's done. This is totally unique to anything she's done. There's something about the bass and the funk of it that makes it really different. I love that. Yeah, it has so much groove and rhythm to it. Like, I never expected her to go to be inspired by funk. You know what I mean? Like, that's really cool. But I love hearing her style in like fused with other genres. I'd love to hear more of like in the next album. I'd love to hear her take her kind of signature style and flair and take it into a place that explores different genres, because she's got a lot to add. Pack it, bucket, polka dot it, pack it, bucket, flicks it, top it with a bow tie ribbon, stop it. So cool, isn't it? I love that. So hooky. Out this shithole with a new whip. Oh, that's a car, isn't it? I learnt that recently. Show no mercy, step right on me. Stiletto death, send me to purgatory. Shit. Okay. The Bakery trying to make some more. They expect me to stay when I should go. Grab the bag for when they close the door. It ain't for me to roll it out, just for me to raise the dough. That is so clever, actually. And because of that line, it makes me think that maybe the Bakery is life. Pack it, box it, flip it, and repeat. You know, it's like people are expected to go through the motions. People are expected to follow the path that's set out for them in life, to go to work, to do their job, to come home and to repeat for the rest of their lives. And she's very cynical, isn't she? Because she says, it's not for me to roll it out. It's not my plan. Like, I don't have control. It's just for me to rise the dough. Just for me to make money. And that duality of that, you know, using the dough and the bakery, but also like rising dough as in raising money, is just like such incredible creative wordplay. Like, she is just the master of that, isn't she? Oh yeah, I love it. Fabulous. Hey, I love how detailed her lyrics are in this particular EP, and how they really kind of are quite cynical and quite very much showing, I think, who Melanie is even more. For me, it's like some of her best music, because it also has like great kind of hookiness to it as well that I really like. Especially Brain and Heart, Numbers, and The Bakery, I think, really well written, really well produced, and the lyrics were just like some of the best that she's ever created. Love it. Yeah, some of her best songs. Yeah, cool. Oh my god. So good. And it really feels that she's kind of being really cynical, and I quite like hearing her side of that a little bit more. Obviously, I think that like when you read between the lines of her first 2 albums, like there is this kind of cynic in her, and you can tell through like a lot of the theming, she's very kind of, she picks on certain topics and tears them apart, like when you think about Detention, when you think about Orange Juice, you know, she definitely does do that. But for me, this one was a bit more personal, was less through the lens of a character, seemed to be more through her actual opinions, a bit more literally, you know? No, I feel like I'm really understanding who she is more. getting to know her through this. Right, I'll record my reaction to the Bakery music video and I'll upload that this Tuesday, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. Let's go on to the song of the week. Okay, so for my song of the week this week, I'm going with Owl City. If you love creative music production, then you absolutely have to listen to Owl City's back catalogue. Adam, the artist, he's incredibly creative and he creates these like fascinating soundscapes that were my introduction to music production when I was, a teenager. And one of my favourite songs from him, which is really emotional, actually, much more of an emotional side from him, is actually Vanilla Twilight. It's a kind of slow, very intimate song. It kind of has like all these like a lot of romantic imagery. Like my favourite line is the spaces between my fingers are right where yours fit perfectly. Oh, it's just so cute. I love that as a lyric. Like the thing that really, really got me with that is this kind of huge kind of soundscape. It's like he's painting this like huge glorious picture in your ears, and it's stunning, inspiring music. So listen to it on a good pair of headphones. But yeah, that's Vanilla Twilight by Owl City. I'll add it to my Song of the Week playlist and the link's in the description. Cool. Right, I'll see you on Tuesday for my reaction to the Bakery music video. If not, I will see you next Friday for another video. Cool. Bye.